He made $60 million every single day. At his peak, he controlled 80% of the global cocaine trade, had more cash than he could physically spend. And yet, he literally had to burn $2 million in cash just to keep his daughter warm. This is the story of a man who mastered money, but never understood wealth. This is Pablo Escobar. And this is what extreme power does to the human mind. Welcome to Titan's War, where future billionaires come to understand power, money, and the mindset that builds empires, or destroys them. Born in Colombia in 1949, Escobar didn't just want money, he wanted control. As a child, he told people he would become president of Colombia. Not rich, not successful. President. That tells you everything. His first business? Selling stolen tombstones, sanding off names, reselling them for profit. Even then, he wasn't thinking small. He was learning one thing. Value isn't created. It's controlled. When Escobar discovered cocaine trafficking, everything changed. At his peak, he generated over $20 billion a year, smuggled drugs using private jets, even bought an island just to refuel cash flights. But here's where it gets insane. He had so much money, he couldn't store it. Buried it underground, hid it in walls, stuffed it in warehouses, and still, he lost nearly $1 billion every year to rats, water damage, and decay. Let that sink in. Most people chase money their entire lives. This man was losing billions, accidentally. At this level, money stops behaving like money. It becomes something else, power. Escobar once said, "I am a decent man who exports flowers." That's not denial, that's distortion. When you control billions, you don't see rules the same way anymore. You don't ask, "Is this right?" You ask, "Can anyone stop me?" And for a long time, no one could. Escobar feared one thing more than death: extradition to the United States. So what did he do? He offered to pay off Colombia's entire national debt, around $10 billion. Think about that. One man trying to buy an entire country's freedom. But the government refused. And that's when everything changed. Because when power meets a system it can't control, it doesn't negotiate. It goes to war. Escobar's empire wasn't just built on money. It was built on fear. A presidential candidate assassinated government officials, eliminated over 1,000 police officers killed. This wasn't business anymore. This was domination. And here's the truth. Most people ignore. The more power you gain through fear, the more enemies you create in silence. Despite everything, Escobar lived like a king. 800+ properties, private zoos with exotic animals, cash-filled birthday piñatas for his kids. But behind the image, a man constantly running, constantly hiding, constantly looking over his shoulder. Because money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy peace. In 1993, after one of the largest manhunts in history, Pablo Escobar was killed. Just like that, the man who made $60 million a day was gone. No empire, no protection, no second chances. Here's the reality most people won't tell you. Escobar didn't lose because he lacked money. He lost because he misunderstood power. Money without control creates chaos. Power without limits creates destruction. And if you're chasing wealth, that's a lesson you cannot afford to ignore. If you want to understand how real power works, not the fantasy, the truth, subscribe to Titan's War. Because in this world, you either learn the game or you get played by it.